Hi, I'm Kunal, DevRel engineer at Randoli. And in this particular short video, I'm going to quickly walk you through what we are building at Randoli and some of our core features. So what is Randoli? At Randoli, we are building an observability platform that's fully OpenTelemetry-native and purposefully designed for Kubernetes environments. It's built for developers and SRE teams to troubleshoot production issues faster and more efficiently, reduce observability overhead, and avoid the complexity of managing multiple dashboards or dealing with vendor lock-in. With Randoli, you get a different approach to observability. We process the telemetry inside your cluster, ensuring full data privacy and giving you complete control over what's collected and how it's being used. Instead of continuously ingesting everything 24/7, we fetch the telemetry only when it's needed, either on demand or when an issue is detected, and automatically correlate different telemetry data such as logs, traces, metrics, and events, and give you clear and actionable insights into your Kubernetes environment. This means you are paying less for observability, fixing production issues much faster, all in one place under a single pane of glass. Let me show you how this works. Alright, once you install the Randoli agent onto your particular cluster, you can head over to the clusters page on the dashboard, and this provides you with a centralized view of all the connected or disconnected clusters across your entire infra. This view is especially useful for platforms or SRE teams who are managing multiple environments. You quickly get to see what are the number of nodes which are running inside the cluster. You also have the quick overview of what's the CPU and the memory usage of this particular cluster. Let's dive into a specific cluster and see the kind of insights that you get with it. I click on the EKS demo cluster. And the first page is the cluster overview timeline, which gives you a correlated view of all the different events that are happening on the cluster level, whether they are workload level issues, pod restart counts, even the resource utilization, that is the CPU and the memory usage versus a capacity over the period of time. So you get a good overview of how much the cluster is actually utilizing. You also have an event correlation graph, which shows you the number of events and how they are correlated with each other. Each swim lane in this particular graph represents a category of the signals, the sequence in which they happened, and the triggered volume of that particular signal. This particular view can help you to quickly spot patterns, understand event timelines, and try to figure out what else is happening during an incident from a cluster's perspective. Next is the workloads page, where you'll find a list of all the workloads across all of your clusters which are connected via the Randoli agent. This is practically the starting point for any SRE or a DevOps engineer to quickly find the workloads which are having some issues and try to debug and troubleshoot them further. Here you get the real-time status of a particular workload. You also get the number of issues which got automatically triggered for that particular workload. You can use the workloads search bar to quickly search for a particular workload across your entire infra. This happens using some predefined filters. You can search by the cluster, particular namespace. You can also search by the kind of workload. You can even search by the type of issues or the status of the particular workload. So right now I'm looking for the workload in the EKS demo cluster. And this will give me all the workloads inside the EKS demo cluster. And now we can head over to that specific workload to understand how it's performing and debug any issues that it may have. This is the workloads overview page. Now, if you are a DevOps or an SRE engineer, this is where most of your day-to-day debugging will happen. You can quickly see the workload related metrics and how it has been performing in the last 6 hours. You also have the option to view the last 12 hours, last 24 hours, or even a compressed view of how the workload has been performing throughout. With the metrics, you also have this unified timeline, which gives you a good overview of all the workload related events that got triggered throughout this entire time. And lastly, you have all the workload related events that got triggered during the specific time window that you have selected. Let's say you want deeper insights into the workload's performance, but without paying the price of ingesting everything. You can head over to see observability, select the particular pod which is running for that specific workload, and click on fetch observability. Now, Randoli supports these on-demand telemetry snapshots, which gives you a deeper visibility into your workload's performance for a specific time window that you select. So at the end of the day, telemetry ingestion only happens when you generate an observability snapshot or when a particular issue is detected. So you have full control over when the data is getting ingested, and therefore you also control the cost of your observability. In the telemetry snapshot, you get a performance overview of how the workload has been performing in that specific time window. You also have the option to view the different span metrics of both inbound and outbound operations, so you can quickly view the performance of a particular request as well. You are also able to view the workload specific metrics. For example, this is a Java based workload, so you are able to view the JVM runtime performance in that specific window. So you can see we are able to view the garbage collector memory allocation, how the JVM threads were performing, the JVM thread state, the garbage collector pause times as well, and the JVM memory usage at that particular time window. So at the end of the day, you can generate these processed telemetry data on demand, which will eventually help you to understand how a particular workload has been performing during that specific time window or during a particular incident. And lastly, you also have the option to view the distributed traces of this particular workload and the workloads which are connected to this one. So for example, we can click on any of the trace here, and this gives you a unified view of this particular request flow across different connecting services as well. You also have the option to view the logs of this specific time interval. So it's very easy for you to correlate the different traces and the logs. Now, if you are a DevOps or an SRE engineer, you may quickly want to identify what are the issues which are related to this particular workload. So we can head over to the issues tab, and here you'll find the list of all the triggered issues that are specific to this particular workload. Now, the Randoli agent automatically identifies certain issue scenarios and generates a detailed issue report with the relevant contextual data that can help you to troubleshoot the issues further. You can filter the issues by the specific issue tag, and these are all the type of issues that are supported out of the box. That means they'll be automatically detected, plus an issue report will be created for these particular issues. Once you open a specific issue report, you can see all the information related to that particular issue. For example, this one is from an intermittent crash. It gives you the name of the cluster, the namespace, and the workload name, and you can directly navigate to that particular workload from the issue report itself. If you have set up log management in your cluster, you have the ability to view the logs of this specific workload during the time when the issue was triggered. You also have the ability to see and generate the telemetry snapshot during the time of this particular incident, so you can have a quick overview of how the workload was performing during the incident itself, which eventually helps you to narrow down your search to that specific incident itself. You also get a unified timeline of the different events that happened during the period of this incident, which can help you to easily correlate the workload specific events to that particular incident. And lastly, with all the issue reports, Randoli will automatically surface the relevant runbook, which can help you to remediate that specific issue as well. Now, apart from this out-of-the-box experience that you get once you connect your agent with your cluster, there are a certain features that can help you to enhance your troubleshooting workflow and are worth mentioning in this particular demo. Number one is the service map or the network map. This helps you to quickly visualize workload level dependencies and network flow of the services within a particular cluster, and it can quickly help you to understand the connection of these services and accelerate your root cause analysis. You have the ability to filter the network view based on a certain duration that you can set. For a particular service, you have the ability to either navigate to the workload, see the relevant telemetry snapshot, see the distributed traces, or even have a quick overview of the different events and the metrics of that specific workload. Now, on the list of features that can help you to enhance your troubleshooting workflow, the first one is log analyzers. These lets you automatically scan your application logs for certain errors or patterns using some simple query expressions, which helps you to detect issues faster and cut through the manual effort of going through thousands of log lines. Now, by default, Randoli supports in-cluster log analysis. That means these log analyzers run directly inside your cluster, so logs never leave your environment. This ensures data privacy, reduces the ingestion or data transfer cost, and in the end helps you to detect issues faster. Instead of relying on any external system or server, you can catch critical errors in real time at the source without compromising on cost or security. Now, as an SRE or a DevOps engineer, you might be interested to track key metrics of a specific workload and maybe get alerted when it reaches a certain threshold. Monitors in Randoli helps you to address this by giving you out-of-the-box metric checks for common patterns such as memory usage, red metrics for HTTP traffic, database queries, Kafka throughput, and much more. This reduces the operational overhead of building these alerts from scratch and help in ensuring that all the critical workloads are constantly monitored. If you wish to receive certain alerts on your specific communication channel, that's why we have built alert groups. Now, alert groups in Randoli helps you to quickly manage how alerts are routed to external systems, such as Slack, email, so on and so forth. Instead of sending every alert to every channel, you have the ability to filter and group the alerts based on certain match conditions, which ensures that the right teams are notified at the right time with the right kind of alerts, and eventually results in less noise and more control over what kind of alerts you may want to prioritize first. Lastly, we have runbooks. Runbooks in Randoli are tightly integrated into the incident response workflow. Now, unlike traditional runbooks that may live in external wikis or internal documentation, Randoli surfaces the relevant runbook automatically to the issue report based on the context of the issue which is being reported. Now, the Randoli agent has the ability to automatically create certain issue reports based on some common recurring issues such as availability issue, crash to backoff, node resource pressure, so on and so forth. You also have the ability to write custom runbooks, which gets automatically surfaced to a particular issue report based on labels and selector matching. All of these different features, when tied together, will eventually help you to build a robust and strong troubleshooting workflow so you're able to debug and troubleshoot production issues much faster and more efficiently. And that too, all under a single roof. So that was a quick overview of the major features of Randoli Observability. Whether you are a platform engineer managing the cluster's health, or a developer or an SRE engineer looking to investigate a failing service, Randoli gives you the context you need without the noise, multiple dashboards, or the data sprawl. If you are interested to know more, you can either sign up for a 30-day free trial of Randoli Observability or book a demo with us, where we love to show you what you can do more with Randoli Observability. Thank you so much for watching.